You ever wonder if God just stops listening? I mean, sometimes I wonder that, like, is he still listening to me at all? I look around our world, I'm like, is he still listening to the world, our nation? Is God still listening to America? And I know that most people would say, God is always listening. And I think God always hears, but I'm not sure that he always is listening. And it depends on a few things that maybe we do or we don't do. And all of that is wrapped up in Deuteronomy chapter 1 at the very last moment. Verse 43. This is what I told you, but you would not listen. Again, you rebelled against the Lord's commands and arrogantly went into the hill country to fight. But the Amorites who lived there came out against you like a swarm of bees. They chased and battered you all the way from Seir to Hormah. Then you returned and wept before the Lord. But watch this, 5 very haunting words. But he refused to listen. So we find Israel, and Israel's had, a difficult past. Difficult in the sense that God has given them the law, and then time and time again, they've disobeyed. They've turned their back. They've refused to listen to God. And so God says, I refuse to listen to you. They've had chance after chance, opportunity after opportunity. And God says, enough is enough. This same thing happens later on in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah is talking to Israel in chapter 1, verse 15. He says this, when you lift your hands in prayer, I will not look. Though you offer many prayers, I will not listen, for your hands are covered with the blood of innocent victims. Israel's caught in a web of unrepentant sin. And God says, because of that, because you know the truth, yet you refuse to listen, I will not listen to you. Proverbs actually doubles down on this concept. It's in Proverbs chapter 28. And then I want to show you one verse from the New Testament that blew my mind when I discovered it a few years ago. And it's really valuable. I can't wait to share it with you. But Proverbs 28:9 says this, God detests the prayers of a person who ignores the law. So we go from not just God refusing to listen, but now he's detesting, not people, but the prayers of people who refuse to listen to the law. In other words, it's for us when we know the truth, yet we clearly and blatantly choose to ignore the truth or disobey what God has asked us to do, then God says, if you're not going to listen to me, then why would I listen to you? Let's look to the New Testament. It says this. It says, and this one blew my mind, it's in 1 Peter 3:7. It says, treat your wife with understanding so that your prayers will not be hindered. Another way of saying it is by the way that you treat your wife. I'm married. I don't know if you're married. The way that you treat your wife is really, really important because it can affect and it actually can hinder your prayers. So here's the thought today. We never want there to be anything that would hinder two-way communication between us and God. And so if there's something in your life that you know is wrong, that you continue to do it anyway, the quick and easy answer is to listen to the Lord, obey the Lord's commandments so that you can continue to have clear communication with him. Listen, let me just ask, if this video added any value to your life whatsoever, do me a favor, subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you can catch the next one. God bless.